Just type yes in the chat box if you're able to listen my voice. Okay. So in the last session, I gave setup related things. Today, we are going to see the continuation. To implement the application, that is one module I'm just going to give in the live, one by one, step by step. Follow the same instructions. You have to do it for another one. Okay. So for practice purpose, I'm just doing a big one here. Okay. I'm going to give a small module for you. Look at. Okay. This is a module that we are going to give in the live. Actually, it's a shipment module. These are actually two different modules. One is actually called shipment type module. Another one is actually UOM module. Okay. Shipment type module, I'll give it from my side. Similar to that, you try UOM module. This is your task. Okay. UOM module that you have to do. Shipment module, I'll give in the completely live. Okay. Observe carefully. Whenever one screen is given like this, what is the thing that you need to do here is you have to do four things actually. One is define the table. Okay. How exactly you want. Second, write the model class. Okay. That you can do in any order. Next, implement the layers code. And finally, design the UI. Okay. That's the four things that you need to do. Understand carefully here. Observe. Okay. What is the task that you need to do that I'm showing here step by step? Understand. Okay. So here, whenever a module is given like this, whenever a module is given like this here, so any module screen is provided to you. Then what is the work you need to do? First, define one model class. Step two, link with tables. Of course, you don't create the table. Table will be auto generated by our data JPA. Third, write layers code. And fourth, define UI page. These are the four things that I am going to do here. Observe carefully. First, model class. Module name only I'm just going to take as a model class. It's a module name shipment type. Okay, let us do it for module shipment type. Okay, without space. Now model class also I'm just taking same. Package I'm just taking in.nit.model is a package. Okay, there I'm just defining here shipment type. Okay, first add one extra variable ID of type integer. It's a primary key. Primary key will be generated always. Okay, then you write other variables to get one input. If you take here, that becomes one variable. Second input, second variable. Third input, third variable. Like all these inputs will become variables here. Just I'm writing here shipment mode of type string. Next I'm writing here shipment code of type string. Look at how I'm writing variable names. Variable name should start with lowercase. Next word first letter uppercase. That's a variable naming rule that you need to follow here. Next I'm writing here actually enable shipment. I'm there writing actually it's a string type, and just I'm writing here shipment grade. That is also just writing as a string type. Finally, description I'm just taking here. That is also type string. Okay, we need to generate a default constructor, set get methods, and toString method. These are required. Okay, just apply @data sufficient for this. It's a model class. Okay, observe here is the first one. Then second, link with tables by using annotations. At the rate entity, at the rate table, we have to provide the name, and at the rate id to indicate primary key value, at the rate column, and even at the rate generated value. These are the annotations you have to write. And finally, layers code. We have to write three different layers. That is actually coding will start with. First, we have to write repository interface. Okay, naming, I'm just taking module name also. Student repository. Okay, student, that is, sorry, shipment type repository that extends JPA repository. Then we should write I shipment type service. Then C shipment type service IMPL. And then finally D shipment type controller. These are the files we have to write. Finally, UI pages. You are going to get three: shipment type register dot HTML, that is actually theme leaf. Shipment type, okay, data rs all, whatever you take fine, data dot HTML. And next, shipment type edit dot HTML. Later will come view one, export Excel, PDF, graphs and charts. Later will come remaining. Okay, these are the basic things that you need right here. Okay, whenever a module is given here, module name, I'm just taking shipment type. If it is a UOM module, just I'm writing small change, replace shipment type with UOM here. It looks like this. Okay, it's not UOM shipment type, replace with UOM. Okay, that you need to do here code. And of course you need to define the model class, that is ID. It's a UOM type, UOM model and description. Like that you have to write. I'm just setting back to shipment type. Okay, that's your task. By looking this, write one model class design. ID should be there for sure. Extra ID will be generated here. Three inputs are there that you need to take as a three variables plus one extra here, ID primary key. Okay, one input, one variable that should be taken. Okay, once you take here, next we have to do coding part. Step one, write model class new. I'm just taking this package, sorry, new class. I'm just taking, it's a shipment type in.nit.model. Naming convention I'm just following here. in.nit is a common package, is a base package for model files. What exactly we wrote just now here, based on this I'm writing the code. Look at, now observe carefully. I'm just writing variables one by one. Integer ID is extra, primary key always should come. Remaining I'm just writing here private string. Shipment type, it's a shipment mode. Shipment code, enable shipment. See, I'm writing here yes, capital. See here, naming convention I'm following. Shipment grade, description. Like this I'm writing. To generate set get methods, write one annotation at the rate data. Okay, so before that you will be finding small line like this. Yellow color underline might be showing here. Once you write at the rate data, it will go away. All will disappear. All yellow color underlines, warnings will go away, set get generated. Okay, next you have to apply at the rate entity, at the rate table, at the rate ID, at the rate generated value. Like this. Okay, table name you write whatever you want, but real time naming convention I'm following here. Same class name, first letter lowercase, first letter lowercase, uppercase letter lowercase, underscore, tab. Like this I'm following here naming convention. Okay, so follow any naming convention. See, every first letter I'm changing to lowercase, uppercase letter underscore I'm just writing tab. Okay, ID, ID, what I'm just taking here, either 3 letters or 4 letters you take here and mention as a ID here. Okay, that's a naming convention recommended. Column name is equals to, you can just write ID also, but real time naming convention I'm following here. Shipment, take first 3 letters or 4 letters, underscore ship ID underscore call. At last, table tab column call, like this. Okay, remaining also just I'm taking here shipment mode call, m lowercase. Of course this will be converted to uppercase even, fine. Shipment code, like this. And here enable, right, enbl, first 4 letters, enable shipment column, like that. Naming rules are followed. Okay, shipment grade, column, and description column, DSC call, like this I mentioned here. It's a naming convention, like this you have to follow. 3 to 4, 3 to 4, minimum 3, maximum 4 you can take. That is a good one. No, so I'll write whatever I want, not a problem. But remember, if someone is writing the module, that module, if you want to work in the code changes in the future, you should be able to identify easily. For example, UOM model is there. What is the table? If someone asks here, UOM underscore tab, easy identification. Okay, for example, if we give a part data, part underscore data underscore tab, ID, part underscore ID underscore call, easy identification. That's why naming rules are followed. Remember only one small point here. In real time project, there will be n number of modules. How many modules you write at a time? Only one. What about remaining? Other developers will write. What you have to do? You should work on others module. Others will work on yours module. So following naming convention in the team is recommended. How team is following, you have to follow the same. It's not like how you are following, team will follow. Okay, no, everyone will follow one common standard. Here also I kept one standard. Table name ends with tab, column name ends with call. Okay, sometimes I may forget to write also. You just check it and let me know. Here I'll add. Okay, while typing also, in the fast typing I may forget sometime. So it's a standard way. Three variable, three to four characters, underscore, again 3 to 4 characters, underscore call. Table ends with tab, column ends with call. Like this table is created here. Okay, that is actually I have done. I think you got the clarity here. I'll go to next stage. Okay, table is done with annotation here. Next, layers code. Repository interface I'll write here. It's an interface. It is also interface. This is class and this is class. Okay, in the last session I gave layers design. By following the same, I'll just write here. Right click new, I'm just writing interface. Shipment type repository, package name just taking repo or repository. Okay, naming conventions follow for package names also. Okay, you don't write any implementation, just write extends JPA repository. Okay, one student asks, sir, why can't we take CUD repository? Yes, you can take CUD repository, but if you take JPA repository, later we are going to implement pagination and data sorting. Okay, later we are going to fetch the data and even bulk operations will be there. If you want to do those, CUD repository is not going to support, JPA repository will support. If you don't want pagination concept and sorting, bulk insert, okay, bulk export, if you don't want, JPA repository not required, CRUD repository also you can use. Now the module name, just I'm applying T indicates module name. ID indicates primary key type. If you look at the primary key data type, ID indicates primary integer. Copy the same. Control Shift O to get the import. Control button, Shift button O to get the import. Okay. Sample code also I'm just giving better here only what I wrote. Code after step 1 and step 2. Okay. Complete code link also I'll give after the completion, everything done. I'm just giving individual for your understanding. Step 3. Okay. After this one, After this one, I'm just giving the code. Okay, next. I am writing I shipment type service. I shipment type service should make also has a relation with shipment type repository. Just I'm making this one here. Look at how we have to write it. Right click new. I'm just writing a interface I shipment type service, and just I'm writing here service. Okay, there we have to perform what are the operations that you want to do. Generally, I'll do save, update, delete, get one, and get all. What you want to save? Save shipment type, update shipment type, delete shipment type, get one shipment type, get all shipment types. Yes is added here like this. I'm just writing as a method. Okay. In case of UOM, get all UOM. Yes. Yes is added extra. Naming convention I'm following. Okay. What you want to save? Shipment type will be passed and it returns primary key. On saving successfully, it returns primary key. It will take form data. When you click on form submit data converted to object. Update also same. Form data will come. Edit form data. It returns nothing here. Same ID we are going to return. Delete. Just pass one ID, which record you want to delete. It is going to perform delete. Get, which record you want to get it, pass the ID, that is going to return the shipment type object. Get all. Get all means it will give the data in the form of list of shipment type. These are the basic operations. To get the import statement, just press control button, shift button, O, like this. Not only this one, before performing delete operation or update operation, I'll check record exists or not in the controller, but I'm adding a method here. Even that's actually boolean is exist or not. Is shipment type exist? Integer ID. Look at carefully. In case of UOM, it should become like this. You don't do replace all, you write it manually. I'm just showing here like this. It should look like this. Okay, here like this. Naming conventions, if you follow, identifying other module also very easy. It should be like this. You don't do replace, you write it manually. Okay, after 2-3 modules practice, if you later if you want to do it manually also, you can do just by using techniques, but initially follow the instructions and write it same. Okay, now these are actually non-select operations. These are actually select operations. This must be implemented in shipment type service IMPL. I shipment type I wrote, shipment type service IMPL. Okay, let us continue how it is going to be. Now I'm just writing shipment type is a module name, and just I'm writing service IMPL. I'm just writing a class service IMPL, service dot IMPL. Add interface is there. Look at here. Look at here. Interface option is there. Add. Click on add. I shipment type service. Click on finish. Complete implementation will come here. Service IMPL should implement service, and all methods will come with a empty body. Okay. So here, if you forgot to add there, fine. If you forgot to add there, then what you have to do? Here you add it, not a problem. So here write implements I shipment type service. Just keep mouse over here and click on add unimplemented methods. That is also fine. On class level, write @service, which will take care of even transaction management internally here. You need to apply the annotation like this. It's a save operation, right? @transactional. Okay, it's org.spring framework, not java.x here. Sometimes import statement you also get wrong. Okay, you may take java x.transaction, it's a wrong one. You have to take org.spring framework here. That's the important one. Okay, @transactional that you need to apply here on top of update operation like this. And here you have to tell these are select operation. Don't apply the transaction management. For that also you have to write at the rate transactional, and here we have to mention read only is equals to. Remaining all taken care by Spring Boot only, that you need to apply. Okay, it's a select operation, right? Fetching the data. Even is exist also, it's a kind of select operation only. Okay, now to write the logic, if you remember the layers design I just mentioned. Okay, this is a layers design actually. Okay, see here, service IMPL should make has a relation with repository. Service IMPL should make has a relation with repository. So it's a service IMPL should make has a relation with repository. Private shipment type repository space repo. This is called has a relation. Whenever you find has a relation, a simple annotation you apply is at the rate auto void. Okay, and here I'm writing the logic with predefined methods. Repo is having a predefined method. There is actually a method called save. It is only behave like a save or update, pass the object and return the primary key. Primary key nothing but get ID. On save successfully, ID will be generated. Same I'm returning. Update also same logic here. Repo.save only. Save method behaves like a either save or update method. If record is not there, save. If record exists, update. Delete record. Just I'm writing here. Repo.delete by ID. These are fixed methods that you need to call the same ID. These are all predefined methods. Save method, delete by ID, which are actually defined in repository. JPA repository that I'm just calling the same. If you want to get one record, we have to use a concept called repo.find by ID. If you pass the ID, find by ID returns JDK 8 style optional to avoid null pointer exception. Okay, OPT. Here it is going to return the shipment type module. This is introduced in JDK 1.8 concept here, optional concept. Okay, it is to avoid the null pointer exception. Okay, that is only major purpose here. How to read the data? If OPT dot is present, then what we need to do here? Return OPT dot get, like this you have to write. What is the logic inside is present? Check it. Control plus click. See, internally checking null. Value not equal to null, then only you return. Okay, of course we can also write manually, right? Of course you can also write manually, but you may forget sometime. What they said is no, you may forget sometimes. Why I gave this one? To make this process mandatory. Okay, while fetching the data you may forget this process. Okay, you may write, may not write. Okay, so you may write this code or you may not write this code here. What they made here is let us make it as a mandatory process. Check is present, then you read the data. Okay, this process is to avoid null pointer exception. To avoid null pointer exception. Okay, that's actually one they made here. Now even get all shipment types if you want here, just write repo dot find all. Now we are taking find all. Later I'll implement pagination concept. Find all is going to return the list. List. It's a list of, mention the type, shipment type. Just I'm returning the same list. Returning the list here. Okay. Now finally, exist or not we have to check. Repo dot exist by ID. If you pass the ID, it returns a boolean flag. Whether exist or not, it is going to say that. Okay. Now look at the predefined methods. These are predefined methods. This is my own method I wrote. This is predefined. Repo dot save, repo dot save, repo dot delete by ID, repo dot find by ID, repo dot find all, and repo dot exist by ID. If you want to see any predefined logic, just press F3. Place, for example, you want to see find all, just place here and press F3. Okay, if you want to see exist by FN button also in your laptop. FN will be there slightly like blue color button. Okay, press FN plus F3 or as control plus click. Better control plus click. Control button and mouse left click. If you want to see anything, not only predefined or programmer defined, control plus click. List you want to see, control plus click. Like that you can see here. Okay, I gave already few shortcuts also. Just I'm showing the same here. Okay, now let us continue here. So I wrote all these predefined methods here. This one just I'm giving to you. Now let us start the actual process here. Writing this controller and this HTML pages only important now. Now I'm writing first operation. Look at carefully. I'll show the first requirement here. What will happen? Project requirements I'm showing here. Okay, requirement number 1, display the register page. Requirement number 2, save workflow. Requirement number 3, display the data from database. Okay, 3 requirements. In that first one and is a small requirement. Observe. Display the register page. How to display? First of all, you have to go to browser. In the browser, enter URL like this. Localhost something slash shipment type slash register. When you enter slash register, it will go to shipment type controller. There is a one method available, show register, which returns a page name. Shipment type register dot html. Dot html is not there. Okay, who will provide dot html is view resolver. Theme leaf view resolver will tell dot html and says where is the location of this file also, templates. Then this page is loaded and that is given to browser back. What you need to understand here, write a method that return type is this one and also link with this URL. I'm just writing the same. Understand here, that is important. Writing shipment type controller, right click new. I'm just writing a class shipment type controller dot controller. Just I'm writing here at the rate controller and there I'm writing common path here at the rate request mapping slash shipment type. Only write module name like this. Requirement number 1, display register page on enter slash register. How to write? Public return type should be always string only, show reg or show register. Just I'm writing like this. Return, we have to display the page. This is a page name. Finally, we should return page name. String return type should be string only. Finally, we should return page name. It's a get type, so I'm just writing get mapping slash register. When they enter this URL in the browser, what is the page name? Page name should be shipment type register. Don't write .html, that is given by view resolver. Okay, now we have to create this shipment type register.html under the location of templates. Look at carefully. Under the location of templates, we have to create. This is a location. Okay, it's a theme leaf file. Right click new, go to other, search with HTML file, shipment type register.html. A file has come. Other lines, unnecessary lines, I'm just deleting here. Here you write xmlns colon th is equals to, I just want to tell it's a theme leaf file. Okay, somewhere we write some dynamic content. It's actually HTML. See, looks like it's HTML, but dynamic content will come. That dynamic content definition will be available in this location. How to get it? Go to browser. Go to browser. Just I'm writing here themeleaf.org. This actually official site. In this server location only all definitions are exist. Whatever the theme leaf code I wrote, go to this location and get executed code. I'm just saying here. Now as of now, just I'm writing h3 welcome to shipment type register page. Like this I'm writing. It's done. Now I'll write the form later. Let it be. Okay, let us run up to this and cross check it. Port number 9988 and everything is there. Okay, let us run this application and see. Warehouse application, Spring Boot application here. When you enter this URL, this page should come. Seems some dependencies missed. Okay, one small change that we have to do. Wait for a second. Data JPA, theme leaf, web, dev tools, MySQL, project Lombok. Fine. Nothing else. Some jars problem might be user username dot m2 org Spring framework. Choosing everything. If you look at boot, two versions are there. It will give confusion. It will start download. Wait for few seconds. It's downloading the setup and all. Sometimes cache problem comes. If you go and just clear these jars, it is going to set back. If two versions are there, conflict comes actually. Programs works fine, not a problem. Projects will not work. We are using almost all the features here. That is a problem here. Seems it is done. Okay, I'm just running the application even. MySQL is, will check services.msc. unknown database test. If you just scroll exceptions up and down, you'll see somewhere else what is the problem. It is saying test is not there. Test is not there. Yeah, test is not there. We'll create. Okay. If you want to create using command, create database test. Use test like this. Or as here, if you want to create, right click, create database, database name, enter. Refresh. Test is created. Okay, let us run again. Yeah, table created here, you can see like this. Let us continue. Go to browser, localhost 9988 / shipment type / register. It has come. Now that's actually setup is done here. That is the first requirement. Requirement number one, when you enter this URL, it has to show the page. Now I'll design the form. How to design the form here? Observe carefully. Okay, database creation step also I'll give. MySQL DB creation. Command create database test. Sufficient. If you want to go into that, use a test. Okay, it's done here. Now let us continue. Now my requirement here is I just want to design this page based on the shipment type model class. Okay, so based on this model class, I'm just defining this one here. Observe carefully, and even UI also, if you look at. Okay, first one is a shipment mode is a drop down. It's a drop down. I just want to design the same. It's a shipment mode. I'm writing form tag. Action I'll write later. Just I'm writing empty action. Method is equals to just write post. Okay, next one I'm just writing preview as it is. Okay, now what we need to mention one by one. Shipment mode. Just I'm writing here is a select. There I'm writing option. First option will be empty. That is actually select. If you choose this value is empty, just I'm writing like this. Even other values also just I'm writing here. Air, truck, it's a ship, and train. Like this, I'm just defining the drop down. Second, shipment code I'm just writing here. It's a simple text input. Input type is equals to text. Name is equals to. Here also we have to write name is equals to. Type will not be there. Name nothing but variable name we have to write. Okay, once finish this one, we'll provide the names. Next one, enable shipment. Again, I'm writing it's a drop down here. Just I'm copying for make it fast. And here this is yes and no. Just I'm writing yes, I'm mentioning no, like the same road. Okay, then next one is a radio button. If you look at it's a radio button, just I'm writing here shipment grade. I'm just mentioning here radio button. Input type is equals to radio. Name must be there and value A, B and C. Okay. Now like this radio button also mentioned here. Next one, I'm just writing description. Observe how I'm writing the code. In a similar way, you try to implement the same. And name must be there. Every input must contain name. Finally, one submit button. Create shipment. Like this I wrote. Okay, let us run this application and see what is happening. Let us start starter class, run this application, go to browser and refresh. See here how it is actually looking. We'll do UI designing later. It's a temporarily fine. It's okay. Of course, it is saying it's not implemented. We have to do that. Okay, it is showing error. Let it be, not a problem. We have to implement the action. Just I'm stopping the application. And what is the code I wrote? Just I'm showing the same. Okay, it's not over. What we need to do, we have to match with the name. How the name must be written here. Variable name other than ID, variable name must match with input name. Name, name. Copy paste. You don't type even manually. You may type mistake also. Name. You have to do binding. Name is very important here. Data binding is done based on the names only. Shipment grade. Here radio button name must be same. And finally description. Input name. See here names mandatory here. Based on the name only binding will be applied. Okay. Now this actually format I wrote here. Action I'll mention later. Next, second thing, if you look at this, a workflow diagram, observe carefully. Save workflow. Okay. By this step number 7 is done, displaying the form. Displaying the form is done. From there onwards, continuation. Of course, save operation. You can take it from number 1 onwards also, no problem. Okay. I just give as a continuation operation. That's why I give same numbers, continuation. Now we got form. Now we got form like this. From here onwards, step number. Enter the data, click on create shipment. When you enter the data, click on create shipment, data is converted into one object. Whatever the data that you enter here, complete data is converted into one object. Okay. That is converted into one object and placed in the container, Spring container. How to read this one? You want to read form data in Spring controller, apply one annotation @ model attribute, class name, object name first letter small, at the rate model attribute. What is at the rate model attribute? In simple HTML form data. Do you want to read form data as an object? Use this. Then after reading, call service layer for save. When you call service layer for save, service dot save shipment type, step number 12, that will communicate to service layer. It will call repo dot save, step number 13, that will communicate to data access layer. One object is inserted in one table row, step number 14. Then it will generate step number 18. I'm just constructing one small message saved with ID. How to send this data to UI? By using a memory called model. Look at the difference. Model attribute is used to read the data from UI. Model is used to send the data to UI. Okay, I'm just using model method add attribute, mention the key and value. Now tell me that what is the page name, where exactly you want to go, and display the message using theme leaf text. Okay, here already service and data access layer done. Only controller code you have to write. Look at step number 11, 12, 17, 18, 19, 20. 11 reading the data, form data. 12 calling service layer. 17 getting the primary key. 18 construct a message. 19 send message to UI. 20 mention the page name. 21 it will go to model. Okay, now I'm just writing here step by step, understand. It's a post type. I am opening shipment type controller. I'm just writing the same. On click submit button, read form data and save. Public string save. Just I'm writing return, mention the page number later. It's a post mapping. Just I'm writing slash save. Method name you can take anything here, save data or save shipment, like that. Anything is fine. Now how to read the form data? That is the main thing. To read form data, follow at the rate model attribute, which will come from UI. Class name, shipment type, object name, shipment type, first letter small. Do you want to send data back to UI? Take model. This is to send the data back to UI. It is from UI, it is to UI. Next, this object send it to service layer. Okay. Here service layer dependency we have to add, has a relation private I shipment type service space service. We have to apply at the rate auto void. Now this service I'm just using here. Pass the shipment type, which returns actually primary key ID integer. Construct one message, shipment type saved, single quotes, double plus ID. Send this message to UI. How to send? Model dot add attribute, message MSG, return, go to same page, shipment type register. Like this we are mentioning. This is done. Okay, now this message I just want to display on this page. How to display? Just write a small area memory. Okay, registering any small memory is called span. They write th colon text. Th means theme leaf prefix. You write abcd also here. If you write abcd here, here also you write abcd. Th colon text dollar message. Whatever the key name that you are passing here, same key name you must be reading here also, like this. Let us run this application and see. And finally, action, we have to give save. Don't give slash here. Okay. Now slide changes we will do later. Let it be as of now. Later I'll do slide changes. If second module comes, what to do? Okay, I'm just running the application here. Come to browser and just do refresh. Select Air, Jet Airways, enable A grade, high class, and fast shipping. Create shipment. Once saved. Come here. See insert query also came in the console. Go to database, test, table, and data. It's a test database and data inserted. This is second thing. Okay, look at the workflow diagram again. What is the difference between model attribute and model? It's a very important here. Understand. It's a difference here. You can see form data is converted to object. Object you want to give it to controller, model attribute. Controller data you want to give it to UI, model. That's the point that you need to remember here. Okay, let me just finish even data page also, then I'll give the complete code for controller and register and data page. Okay, look at the data page workflow. Okay, observe, here's a data workflow. I just want to display the table data, HTML table data like this. Step number 1, enter shipment type slash all. When you mention like this, it will go to controller. In the controller, just do only one thing, call service layer. Repo.find. Already we wrote this one. It will communicate to data access layer, which will generate code like select query. That will communicate to database. Number of rows converted to number of objects. One row is there, one object. 10 rows are there, 10 objects. No rows are there, empty. Empty list will come. Once you get this data, send it back to controller. How to send it to UI? Again, model. Why model? Send data from controller to UI. Okay, after sending to UI, use concept called for each loop by using th colon each and display the data th colon text. Th means theme leaf. It's a prefix. It's a for each loop, and that is actually each nothing but for each loop. And text we have to use to display the data. Let us see the same thing here, how it is going to be. Just stopping the application. Controller, I'm writing method number 3. Display all records at UI. Public string show all. Method name anything your interest. Write something meaningful. Return. I'll create a new page, shipment type data. This actually get mapping, at the rate get mapping, just I'm writing slash all, I'm just writing. This one I'm just creating templates, new, other, HTML file, enter the name. XMLNS colon TH is equals to this first line. I'm just copying from here and paste. This is mandatory. Now there just I'm writing H3. Welcome to shipment type data page. There I'm writing a table, border is equals to 1, and there I'm writing tr, I'm just writing a td. Look at one by one, this is id, code, it's a mode, code, enable, and grade, and at last description. Just I'm writing like this. Whatever available at UI, I'm just displaying the same. Shipment mode, shipment code, enable, grade, description. Whatever data inserted. Okay, I just want to write for each loop. How to write? Same, write tr only. There you write th, theme leaf colon each is equals to one temporary variable you need to write colon and data. Like this we have to write. What is the data? Come to controller and see. Just we have to send the data to UI. How to send? I'm just taking model. Okay, now just I'm writing model dot add attribute. I'm just passing as a list. Now how to get the data? Just I'm writing service dot get all shipments, which returns actually list of shipment types. It's a list. Same thing I'm just writing here. Second thing is a variable name. First one is a key. This is only key. You write ABCD here. Same thing. We have to take it here. Data. Temporary variable just I'm writing as a OB. Now how to print the data? Just I'm writing TD. Open and close here. TH colon text. Dollar OB dot. We have to print one by one variable. I'll show here. First one ID, copy and paste. Don't copy column name, copy variable name. Shipment code, enable shipment, shipment grade, shipment description. This actually instead of TD, I'll make TH. Table heading. Like this. Okay, finally, HBM to DDL auto create, if you take every time creates a new table. I don't want new table every time, take update. But while practice, take create only, not a problem. Okay, because we'll be doing so many modifications in the code. That's fine. Come to browser and just type slash at last all. See, one record has come. Let me insert second record, truck, Megaland. Yes, it's a B. It's a low cost. Refresh. See, we got the data. And come here, just I'm taking train, IRCTC. Yes, best for money. Just I'm writing here and create. Refresh. Like this, it has come. These are the two URLs that you need to enter, slash register and slash all. Okay, and this is a workflow. These diagrams I gave for completely shipment, right? You first finish this task in your laptops, then start doing this task. Okay, for this, what is extra thing that we need to do here? I'm just giving even pom.xml. Okay, this is a dependency. You create as a web application and choose the same. Yesterday I gave setup, right? Follow the same. These are the dependencies that you need to add. If you forgot anything, you can copy from here. Or as while creating project, create starter project with the dependencies. You need to choose web data JPA, Lombok, ThemeLeaf, DevTools, MySQL or Oracle. This is a POM.xml. Second, application.properties also I'm just giving. Application.properties. You can take YML also if you know. Anything is fine. Then MySQL database, and then one module started. Okay, use Oracle database also fine here, not a problem. Without stopping and starting the application, DevTools will restart the application. Okay, you are not required to start and stop for small changes also. DevTools will restart. If you are using Oracle dependency also is specified here. Okay, that's actually here. This is a model class here, and I'm just giving the controller code. It's a controller code, shipment type controller. Register page, data page. Okay, for this event diagrams, even references, this one all are available in the drive. Okay, these are all are available in the drive. Okay, so the drive link you can get it from administration. Okay, you can just send an email to them with your details, hr@nareshit.com. Send your name, mobile number, email ID, okay, payment receipt and all. They'll give the drive link, hr@nareshit. Okay, or else you can communicate to admin Srikanth also. They are going to support to. They are going to give link details. Okay, but finally you will get it from here only, hr@nareshit.com. Okay, you try to finish this one and then work on this. Okay, yesterday I gave one WhatsApp chat link also. Their coordinators will be available. Paramesh also available here. Paramesh, can you give chat link? It's only thing today, exceptions only comes, remember. Okay, when you try something, directly output will not come. If any exception comes, note down that exception and what is the problem, you how did you solve that, that is also you keep it. Post that in exception in the chat box. Let others will give solution.